Can I have a look in Southwest Koi? But I reckon I got a good little idea in my head about being in the back of the shop. Absolutely crazy. So if you come down doing a bit of koi shopping, I like you. And he's got a load of filters up here, but I'm gonna get stuck into that. And have a look. That might be handy. But I know I'm gonna convert it to 2-inch. I do love this though. Kajakus are my favourite. You see Dave's got his microscope. So me and Mrs. Whisperer's just got back. He sorted me out with a load of connections that I need. I've got to pop this on there. I'm gonna clean this up. We're on the road, taking you on a bit of a koi dealer visit today. So I'm going up to Southwest Koi. If you take your missus, I'll show you this place. So Mrs. Whisperer's proper happy. If you come down doing a bit of koi shopping, bring your wife with you. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And this place looks absolutely amazing. What you fancy then, Mrs. Whisperer?
Feed me first if you want to buy something.
Feed me first if you want to buy something. But yeah, check it out, guys. Absolutely amazing. I'm going for the full English. Right then, Mrs. Whisperer, what are you saying?
Yeah, I'm happy.
That there looks absolutely delicious.
It smells lush as well.
So after we eat this, can we go next door? Have a look in Southwest Koi?
Yeah, you can have a look.
Hey, and then, love?
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to get one of these before I go. Right, so I had an absolute cracking breakfast. Just purchased some of these cakes as well. But what I've done, I've left 3 of my cards here. There's a little code on the back for the first people that ask for one of James the Koi Whisperer cards. And then if you contact me, I'll give you one of my mugs. So contact me on Instagram and I'm going to leave these behind. But I'm going to get stuck into that. Happy days. It's the wife. Oh, that's the wife happy. That breakfast was the absolute hammer.
That is nice.
That is really cool, isn't it? Literally, right there is Southwest Koi. Right, so Dave's let me have a little look up here. And he's got a load of filters up here. So anyone comes up Southwest Koi, ask him to have a look out the back. Because he's got some filters that are second hand. And you can sort of customise them to however you want, really. Loads of little bits here. So I'm just going to have a little route round. That one in behind the back there looks quite useful for me. Go through some of his bits. And it's about me trying to get a bargain. So, yeah, I'm going to have a look. That might be handy, but I'm just going to see what else he's got. But he's got loads of other bits of bamboo if anyone's interested. Give Dave at Southwest Koi a shout, because this stuff looks really cool. The pipe work, loads of second-hand pumps, auto feeder down there as well. It's about being in the back of the shop, and that's where I'm to. And you get to see his quarantine fish as well. I've been through Dave's bits in the secret shed, but this is what I've picked out. I've picked out some little bits. I just need to get some pipe fittings and some bits and pieces to customise it how I need it to work for my pond. As you can see, it's one of the filters, the old multi-babe filters, but I reckon I got a good little idea in my head, and hopefully I can get this filter at a bargain price. They've got absolutely every single pipe fitting that you can imagine. So while you're here, if you're designing a project, Dave and the owners here at Southwest Koi is very willing to help you out and give you ideas and give you little tips of what to do. But I know I'm going to convert it to 2-inch because it's 1.5 inches, so I'm going to need one of them, and I'm also going to need a 4-inch one. So I'm going to take one of them as well. Right, so I've picked all the bits out that I need. What I'm going to do now is just nip up, have a quick look at some of the fish, and just in case I might need something else, seeing as I treated Mrs. Whisperer to a breakfast, I might get lucky and I might be able to buy something else. I know I need some cartridge blocks. I might have to ask Mrs. Whisperer if I can have some of them as well. But down here at Southwest Koi, they've got everything you possibly need. Just having a little bit of a look here today. Might get some new food as well. Let's have a quick look at some of the fish. I do love this though. Everyone knows I love this. Looks like he's got some garden furniture in as well. And he's got that tank fill up with some koi. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. But to start with, we'll have a look down through here. Oh, they all look very friendly and very pleasing to come home. Definitely coming back to get some for when I finish the grow on pond. Oh, very nice. Check this guy out. I like that. That's got a little shimmy on the back, just spooked it. But there's loads of koi here available. You can see all the koi looking absolutely fabulous. I like that kajaku. Kajakus are my favourite, and that one does look very nice. Whenever I come here, I always want to go home with a new fish, but I need to finish building my pond first. But that is right up my street because they are my favourite. I love that. We'll look over on the end as well, just while we're here. You've got to have a look because you never know if there's something new. We got the main pond over here as well. You see Dave's got his microscope where he does checks, make sure everything's good to go before fish leave. A lot of the fish seem to be going at the moment from this pond. There's a few new ones I haven't seen before. Look at that. That looks amazing. I like you. Some really nice fish in here. Absolutely stunning kawaku that is. Check out the gin rin on that. Quality. Right, I suppose I best crack on, pay for this filter, and then get home and see what we can come up with, see what I can put it together like. Got to pay for it first though. I've got it in, just about. We need to crack on home. I've got some calendars to give away as well. Right then, so me and Mrs. Whisperers just got back. We had an absolute bargain on this filter. So we had it up for 200 quid. It's a bay filter. Sorted me out with a load of connections that I need. A load of bits and pieces that I need to adapt this filter how I need it to run for myself, and I still only paid 150 quid for everything. The reason why I went with this is because I was going to build my own filter. I'm going to build it out of tubs and water butts, but what we weighed up, the money that it would cost for 4 tubs with all the pipe and connections, this worked out cheaper and it will actually do the job amazingly. So what we're going to do now is just tinker around with it. We have got to patch up a little few bits because basically all of the pipe work is 1.5 inches and we want to up that to 2 inch. There's a few bits on it like the waste pipe that we need to connect and mess around with, but he did give me a brand new ball valve for it. So this connection was actually snapped off, so in the shop we were playing around with it, but he gave me a rubber boot. We come up with an idea while I was in the shop of that I can fix it back on here like so. I got to trim this to the right size. I got to pop this on there and then put a ball valve on it and then obviously send this off to waste. But what we're doing, we're just cleaning it up. I have noticed there's a little chip in it just down here as well. Don't know if you guys can see that, but I'll patch that up as well just to make sure that everything's all right there. I'll fill it with water, give it a good PP clean, but we're just going to clean it up. I'll probably, you know, for how cheap it is, I'll probably silicone all of the joints again. I could even paint it black. I could even fiberglass the inside of it to make sure that it's 100% watertight. But the outside of it's fiberglass. I can give it all a good paint, a good clean up before I put it to use. And yeah, I'm buzzing about it. For 150 quid for everything that I've got here, absolute bargain. And in that price, I also got this one here as well. So I'm going to clean this up. And I also got all of these bits. So I had an absolute bargain today. It's worth asking your koi dealer to see if they've got any old filtration sat out the back. Southwest Koi's got a few other filters there, so if anyone's interested, get yourself down there, have a look. I can't promise everyone's going to get a good deal, but it's worth having a look to see if there's something there what might float your boat. Happy days, from pumps to feeders to whatever there may be, it might suit you. So if you're down Southwest Koi, check it out, take your wife with you. Right then, we just had a bit of a rainstorm. I decided to cut all of the existing pipe work off of this, and I want to renew it, make sure all of the seals, all of the pipe work is tip-top condition before I fill it with water. So as it comes up from the bottom drain, I'm actually going to have it coming straight in on the side, so all of my brushes will run across this way it will be nice and tidy. I can still walk down the side here. I can access the ball valves nice and easy. I can access the ball valve to drain it off. I've got to get myself another connection to go onto there, because I cut the filter just like that. Basically I'm fitting right onto the bulkhead, and then I'm using the rubber boots all the way up through. Obviously I've got to raise the filter up to the same height as what the pond is. It should fit just underneath my electric box, right across. I've got to cap off that end over there. I've got to put the 4-inch connection onto it here, and I decided to take off the old fitting here just to make sure all of the seals, when I put them back on, that the seals are the right, obviously, size, because this hole's 1.5 inches and I want to make it 2 inch, and I want to make sure that I put a silicone bed on there so I know if it leaks it's my fault, it's not the fault of someone else that's put it on there. And I don't know how long this filter's been laying around, so as you can see, what I'm going to have is the water coming in through here. It sort of runs up through the filter, it comes out through here, it runs down, up through the filter, and as you can see the bottom, it slopes down. So as the water comes down through here, any of the muck build up sits in this bottom tray, and then I can literally just empty it to waste. But what I'm thinking, I'm going to have these 2 bays as purely mechanical only, just for cleaning purposes. The last bay, I'm going to put a load of mountain tree media in there, and I'm thinking I might keep that capped off, and I might reconnect a cap there just to make it easier for draining the last bay, because I believe if I put a new silicone bead all the way down through, it means I can empty that system and that system on a regular basis, and it means I don't have to disturb the biological filtering in this side. But as you can see, it fits in an absolute treat, and I wanted this sort of filter system to be as tidy, as small as possible, but I still want it to do the job that needs it to be done. Obviously I'm going to have a hell of a lot of biological media up there, and it's not a massive pond, so yeah, watch this space guys. I'll probably get it out when I've got a little bit more time, because I've had a bit of a busy day, and I've got to order up a few things as well before I can finish it. So I need to order up some silicone, I need to order up like a scraper just to clean all of this off. I might end up painting it all black. I might give it a pre-coat of black inside as well, make like a fiberglass mix up, and then just give it a flow coat over it. But I'll speak to people in the know first before I do that. I've got a few friends in the business, let me know if it can be done. I don't want the paint flaking off inside. I'm going to use the proper stuff, but we can take it as it comes. And to be fair, I'm going to have it so it's all sort of boxed in. Might end up having these returns when it's raised up. I might have it so all of the wastewater goes down there, so all of the pipe work's back here. I'm just going to sort that out when I get to it. It's not important, but what's important is that I got the filter that I wanted, and it fits in an absolute treat. And to be fair, it'll make a decent video, me cleaning it up, showing you what I'm going to put in there, and testing to make sure that I've got no leaks. The sunlight's going down once again. I've had a busy day, but I just wanted to give you a real quick update on how the koi doing, because I haven't given an update on that after a parasite problem that I've been dealing with over the past month. All of the fish are doing fantastic. Part of the reason why I've come in the conservatory to film for you, pretty much because it's really windy. The sound quality's playing up holy stink. But all of the fish are a lot more active than what they were. They're all happy that they want some food. I'm not saying that I'm completely out of it yet. I do believe they're a lot more happier. I believe they're a lot more settled down. But the fluctuations that we're having with unheated ponds, I mean, the stress levels of just putting a net in the pond, if your fish are unused to putting a net in the pond, can be enough stress for a parasite issue to occur or start happening. The levels that the fish are dealing with the fluctuations, with one day the temperature being like 14, 15 degrees, and then 2 days time, the fluctuations are changing down to 5, 6 degrees during the daytime. I mean, take for today, for instance, we're in the middle of April. It was really sunny earlier on, and we've literally just had a hailstorm. So It's absolutely crazy, but you can see all of the fish at the moment, they just want some food. I am keeping a close eye on my water quality at the moment, obviously down to whacking as many chemicals in the pond as what I had to. It basically has wiped out all of my beneficial bacteria in the filters. So slow and steady with the feed, making sure the trickling constantly running, gradually building up the mountain tree media again, making sure that the filtration starts getting, you know, full of beneficial bacteria built up around it again, and just slowly introducing more and more food as such. As the spring sort of carries on developing and the warmer temperatures start coming, it will make life 10 times easier to start banging in a lot more food. But that said, I'm actually hanging out my window now just to film for you, to get a good shot. But basically guys, I wanted to end the video here because I'll start yibbity-yabbiting, I'll start jibbity-jabbiting. And that said, thanks for watching this video. And if I don't see you in a week, I'll see you for a window. So if you're new to the channel, remember to like the video for me, subscribe if you're new. That said, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching the video.